Hi, this is David Rolander, and I welcome you to a preview of the Maestro Network. We have an organization that focuses on developing relationships, discovering each other's resources, and helping develop personal resources and getting individuals results. What you're going to see is a typical once-a-month meeting that introduces people to the Maestro group and also helps them develop their relationships, their resources, and ultimately get results. Enjoy.
Well, the Maestro Group is really made up, I found, of executives that have a desire to constantly work on their ability to be great leaders through great motivation, have better execution, better communication skills, better operation skills. And since that's a journey I've been on my whole life, it's something to where coming in and being with people of like mind and like desire to be a master of that art is quite an encouragement to be able to work with them and have people that you can bounce ideas off of.
Well, I think one word, talent. It's a mix of really talented people that share and get together on a regular basis. Really, it's all about how to serve each other. If you learn enough about the other person, you'll find a way to be in service. And ultimately, that's how you build your brand.
First of all, welcome to the Maestro Network. We are really excited to have you here, and the purpose of our meeting is to help you develop better relationships, to utilize and develop your own personal resources, as well as discover the resources of other people in the room, and then ultimately to get results. The way we do it is we're going to first give you an opportunity to give a very brief elevator speech in case you haven't met the other people in the room. That way you'll know who is in the room completely. Then the music will go on, I'll be singing, and you'll all run for a chair. So you'll notice that almost all the tables are tables of 4. We prefer that you sit in tables of 4, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to make a few remarks, and then we're going to have breakfast. So, if you're ready to go, very brief. Who are you? What is your name? What is it you do? And your company, if you wish. And we will start right here with Jeff Shepard.
This group is really valuable in that it helps connect people, particularly at higher levels, to be able to get to know one another. And I think, all relationships are really what are critical to making things work. And I've known Dave since 1985, so we go back a long way, and he's always been interested in relationships. It's people that make businesses grow, so you have to have that relationship. And here is a good place to get higher end people and really make something happen. So it's very valuable.
Maestro Group is all about business executives that are invited one at a time through primarily an invite process, through friends and relationships that exist already, and finding ways to introduce them to other like-minded people that have similar goals and backgrounds and experiences to help them prosper both on a personal as well as a business level.
I have put together a little handout that you all have a copy of, and this is based on years and years of coaching, consulting, and working with executives and companies. I have identified at least 7 key situations that can become very severe, and if left to your own devices or if they're not solved or worked on, they can literally destroy not only an individual, but they can destroy a relationship and they can destroy an organization. And what I'd like to do is just highlight 1 or 2. You'll notice the first one is the workaholic. Now, a lot of people take pride in working more than 40 hours, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And what I have found is that often the reason they are doing that is not because they have a lot of exciting work to do. It usually boils down to, and I'm just giving you the Reader's Digest version here, it usually boils down to one of 2 things. Either they are not happy at home, or they are incompetent at work. Both situations can be remedied.
Being an attorney, it's important to go out and market and meet customers and meet potential clients. And by meeting other professionals, you get to know them, figure out who you can refer to them. They know what you do, what your specialty is. They can refer business to you. But the nice thing about it is that David is a great guy, and David always has a positive little theme, I'd say, of the month so that we can talk about that so we immediately have a conversation starter.
The next one is called the isolationist, finds it difficult to open up, gives little or no feedback, not a team player. Or the cynic, always negative, almost always, often gossips about others and cuts deeply with sarcasm. And it goes on to others. The person that is negative and that is sarcastic, or the person that finds fault with others and seems to be so astute and critical, in reality has a problem. And the problem usually is that when they look in the mirror, they're not very happy. They're not satisfied with themselves, and one way that they can make themselves feel better is by putting down other people. Now, this is Reader's Digest version, just simple approach that I'm using here. I'm not pretending to be a psychologist or a wizard. I'm just saying that these 7 things I have put together for you to look at and think about as you're having breakfast and as you're discussing whatever you choose to discuss at breakfast. Think of these 7 things, and if you want an answer to these 7, obviously it's in the mantra of the Maestro Network. It is in the book, The CEO Code. All of these issues are covered. Have a great breakfast.
I think that it's a really diverse group. There's a lot of people who are everything from a graphic designer to bankers. So it's a good, diverse group, and it's a great networking opportunity.
Very professional. Since this is my second time, I'm not real familiar with the group, but I was really impressed the first time I came. I met some interesting people and hope to get some business from it.
I come because I find there's an ever-changing and increasing number of interesting people who have had a lot of experience in different affairs and different matters from what I've had. And so it's always a cultivation, and I enjoy that.
Okay, you've just seen it all. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, why don't you get in touch? I'm David Rolander. You can reach me at davidrolander.com. That's DAVIDROHLANDER. Or give me a call at 714-771-7043. We'd love to meet you and help you create your personal and professional masterpiece.